Here are the answers to your warm-ups. So the first equation, well, expression, there's no equal sign, is quadratic. So x squared plus 7x minus 8. If I were to make it an equation, it would be y equals. And to factor it, there are some methods that we can use. Because there's a single x squared, there's a little shortcut where we can think to ourselves what two numbers, they'll go here and here, when you multiply give you -8, but when you add those same two numbers gives you a 7. The other method is to just fill out an area model where the total area has to be an x squared and a -8, and then these two have to add to the 7x's. So either method is fine. In this case, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a -1 and a +8. So if I try x minus 1 and x plus 8, let's see what we get here. If I multiply those two, I get -8. X times x is x squared. That's going to be 8x. That's going to be -1x. And sure enough, that'll give you 7x's. So x minus 1 times x plus 8 is your factored form. And we're going to start to see again very soon now why this is very useful. Number 2, simplify. So when you are dividing with exponents, the rule is simply subtract them as long as your base is the same. So because you have 4 and 4, you can just go 6 minus 5 is 1, so it's 4 to the first power. The next one, 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 5th, because the bases are the same, you can add your exponents. Saying I am multiplying 3 a total of 9 times. And the last one is grouping. 5 to the 3rd raised to the 2nd power means you have 5 to the 3rd, but you have two groups of them. So you have another group of 5 to the 3rd, which is 5 to the 6th, or your shortcut, multiply the exponents. And the last one, write the linear equation from the table. So I mix the table up, which means I'm going to choose any two coordinates that I want. I'm going to choose 3, 7, and let's go -8, -26. So using those, I'm then going to use the idea of a slope triangle. So I plot 3, 7, and I plot -8, -26, somewhere down there, so you can kind of see where your line goes or so. But the slope triangle is really looking to see what the rise is, the height of it, and that's your y values. The distance between those ends up being 26 plus 7, because you're crossing over 0, which is 33. And the run is going to be from a distance of 3 to -8, or -8 to 3, which is going to be 11 units. So then you just divide those, the height divided by the run, or rise over run, and we get 3. And you can see it's going uphill, so it's a +3. What that is our slope. So we found the unit rate of change is going to be 3. Every time you go over 1 unit, it's going to go up 3, over 1, up 3, so on and so forth. And to get the y-intercept, this is a sketch, so I'm not exactly sure where it is, but I can use a coordinate in my equation to find the exact value. So I'll use this one because the number is a little easier. That means x is going to be 3, and y is going to be 7. So 7 equals 3 times 3 is 9 plus b. Well, 9 plus what is 7? -2. So y equals 3x minus 2. Actually, you can see that kind of does work out there, is my linear equation.